line pick perhaps is what Koi is, what Astralis is thinking, but it's going to be a Gragas mid here for Larssen.
All right. Gragas mid, obviously a lot of innate built-in sustain, pretty solid wave clear, and can survive a lot.
I think 113 thinks that Malrang's probably going to look for a gank here. He's playing through mid to make sure they're fine. Not even going towards the bot side of the map, just constantly hovering.
Pull back, good damage. Ignite now ticking down. Trimby flashing out of safety. First blood! Clean play from Astralis. Trimby. Oh,
Will they see Malrang though? I think the hook might go onto Malrang, or they just wait for him to walk past.
Ooh, wait, he walked out of the bush. Oh, quick. Wait, no, Malrang's still trying to leap out to safety here. Is going to get hooked up, is going to get knocked down. Ignite now ticking. There's nowhere for him to go. He has no flash because of the previous play. The shield comes out, but it is too little. Will not be enough here. Going up, now coming back to safety though. 113 is caught out. Leader now ready to port him out to safety. Can they get him out? The great escape! The Houdini! Threat of steal here, so it's just wasted time. Not really going to cost them much past that. Finally, the dragon will drop. Winky face.
Winky face?
Winky face.
There it is. I just saw it.
Leader. Big flash in, handshake. Now getting kicked back. Do they have enough CC to lock him down? It looks like the damage is now finally coming in. Bail out. They're going to hope that they hit each other. The Rise finally knocked back. Leader should fall here. Takes a decent amount of time, but they'll finally knock Leader. Has ult, but Trimby doesn't have ult, which means there's not really enough tools to stop this push from coming through.
He has the kick, but they're going to back away. Yeah, towers down, push in. Kobe is 1.5k gold towards top here. Gets a little bit awkward, because just leaving your Xayah to push out bot waves doesn't really
be big for Trimby. They're able to take the Herald. Koi. Finn already ulting on the backside, looks to lock down Trimby, is going to get caught up there briefly now. That's going to be a massive hostile takeover, and instantly they're into the meat grinder. Kong still standing for now, the bailout coming in, but he cannot find a kill, or can he? Will not get it in the end. Kabe going massive here, but Koi, get the Drake.
Cover his top side so they can get top tier. We'll need to move up here, but it looks like they're going to Drake instead. But a really good play there from Young Hoon, has Hex Flash anyway.
Yep. Herald's going to come in. Bomba in the mid lane. So something.
4 of my team are bot. They're probably top side looking for a dive on me. I haven't seen Malrang yet, or something along those lines.
I think that's a fair call out.
And again, Finn could try to get this top tower here. And when they see Malrang, it could TP bot.
It's going in. Blastcon there if they can try to find the disengage. Big damage onto Finn. Ignite now ticking. They will finish the job. Clean pick onto the mid laner of Koi from Astralis.
And no Azir, no Victor here for Larssen. So when it comes to the mid to late game, it's on Comp to carry through these fights with Shigenda in front of him. Larssen's just a disruptor. Kobe is a bit further ahead right now though, and they could start Baron here actually. With Larssen down 25, they've got vision on top side jungle, tops pushed in, mid's pushed in. Could look for a bait, could look for some kind of mistake out of Koi here.
Navori, excellent damage on the Baron as well. Finn trying to find the fight for now, is very powerful. Leader coming in through. They've just got a 3-man on the Baron. They can zone the rest of Koi away. Backing in, coming now from Shigenda, but he can't TP him. This fight's gonna be too late. Ulti going in could be big, but they're going up, they're going over. They want to stick to the fight. It's only 113 left on the Baron, and Shigenda immediately leaping in. They will lose the Baron, but they will find the pick.
Actual end reward is not that great.
Now Larssen breaking down a tower again, holding it to 2k gold difference. 3 dragons stacked in favor of Astralis. Koi in exchange for this Baron. Incredibly clean play from Astralis. Do not get baited into the bloodbath of a fight on the bottom side. Instead, focus on the objective. It is a trade of Young Hoon.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Not gonna follow me on the Pokemon. That's fine. That's fine.
That's
fine. It was subtle. I tried to make it subtle because I wasn't sure if you follow me. It's fine.
Which Pokemon?
It's fine. I can't.
The overlap.
There it is. Oh, handshake. 113. Can just go up into the air here, but is holding on as long as possible, waiting for Malrang to kick in. Malrang now trying to find an angle as meanwhile Finn trying to 1v1 Shigenda off to the side. Hostile takeover is big. Leader should just get taken down here, but no, goes golden. Buys a moment. Now it's Finn off on the side lanes trying to get something done. Shigenda trying to split away from the rest of the team, and here comes Kabe. The damage is massive. Finn into the back line, and that is domination in the fight. Astralis take that one.
What a game from the Astralis lineup. Swap out mid, pressure all over the map. Gonna rise all the creeps here to make sure they can seal the deal. There's nothing that Larssen can do. Koi never really stood a chance. So much pressure on the map. Astralis played it clean. No mistakes from them.
And honestly, you love to see it. What a triumphant return to Europe. The big stage from Leader. I mean, good.
Back in the LJL days. One of his go-to favorites. We also got to see it in the SKE show match at the beginning of the year from him in the mid lane. I think it can...
2-step forward. Larssen. Mercer knocks him up and immediately Heretics are on the board. Ebby spin. You pontificate on that.
I shall pontificate. The one that always gets me...
How does it always get you if it's a riddle?
I mean,
you know the answer,
the problem is I only ever remember... I don't know, we might have a gank. Come on, Jankos, give us a gank.
Here he goes.
Jankos!
Trimby has no flash, remember. They look for him, they dive in. Mercer going in as well onto Comp. Trimby should fall to Jack Spectre. That's 1, they can't get 2. And 11 minutes in. Realm warp up towards the top lane.
Here we go, Ruby.
Trying to clear out the wave. It's already gone. Shigenda flashes
nice
away.
flash.
Ebby spinning, slashing forward. Looking for a little bit more here. Shigenda no flash, remember. Ebby still with that ghost procking and the crits coming in and Jankos covering. Shigenda has nowhere to go. Here, the start of their spring against G2 is a bit of a hard benchmark to hit, but here with 2 dragons against Koi, 3-0 up. Koi, to take a tower. Quickness. Lightning Crash coming out as well. Ebby was coming in from the side. Comp has to flash away. The quickness still going to land him onto Marang with the Cyclone coming in as well. Comp's already dead and Marang's next up. Heretics find 2. Jankos finds 2. And Heretics now 5-0 up as Ruby looks for a little bit more. Bubble's going to hit. Shigenda turns it around. The first kill of the game for Koi. Over to their top lane.
And then gets that knockup. Comp is forced underneath the tower, which then sets Jankos up nicely to land the 2-man ultimate. And why Malrang is able to land onside vision. Look at all these wards that they've successfully been able to set up, which means that TPing to the top side of the map. Instead, both teams will just look at each other.
And this is one of the things you mentioned about Heretics. Like, sometimes their mid-game doesn't...
Spectre to get his second item.
Yeah.
You know, let's just buy a little bit more time. Larson will check this brush.
Crit 1, looking for more. Quickness coming out. Larson just sprinting away. Doesn't want any piece of that. Dives back into Ebby. Undying Rage going to be used here by Ebby. Larson trying to put the damage down, trying to wait out that ultimate as well. And with the stopwatch, he'll do exactly that. No tower here for Heretics. Cyclone from Jankos, knockup from Mercer. Glacial Prison hits Mercer. He's still got one more E if he can get away for the stun, the CC. Mercer surviving, but Shigenda diving in. 2 kills to Shigenda, 1 more to Trimby. And now the Baron very much...
He buys just the right amount of time, baits Ebby and Jankos into overextending as the rest of Koi find a quick collapse. They convert it into 3 kills and will now secure themselves the Baron. It was a good early game. Things looked very positive for Heretics, but they will quickly be punished. Jack Spectre getting TP'd on.
TP coming in. Trimby's going to try and delay him. Does have the slows. Larson coming forward as well. Steers away the lightning crash. The culling as well. And the Immortal Shield Bow is not that at all. Still in a very strong position as they push in.
That ain't it.
Hey, he was looking for something.
Tell you right now,
Tidal
that was
wave
not
used
it.
for it at least, I guess.
The moment he threw that Realm Warp out, I was like, yeah, there's no shot anybody's taking that.
It's just so difficult for Heretics to actually answer this at all. Level disadvantages as well. Larson 16 to Ruby approach this game. And how do you deal with the siege, Heretics? A minute left on this Baron, already 4,000 extra gold pulled off it. They dive onto Trimby, who flashes away. The chase is there, the quickness coming out. Mercer trying to get onto Mora's Koi. Now all hail the defensive. They get Jack Spectre with the Glacial Prison. He flashes away. It just survives. Jankos low as well, though. The Ultra Shock Laser coming out. Ebby diving in. Undying Rage. He spins back out. Mercer blocks the shot, but he blocks it with his life. Larson getting turned back around on Ruby. They get knocked up by Marang. Shigenda still has the damage on the side.
2.5 minutes. Jankos has spotted Trimby.
Shirelius. Jankos going forward. Trimby's just dead. No escape for him out of this play. Heretics able to find a pick. A good ward just in the mid lane there. Finds its mark. The dragon will be secured by Malrang, but Heretics able to delay the game for a little bit longer. Malrang should blast Cone out of this one. Comp, no flash on him, no cleanse either. Mocking Shout will get the slow. The quickness coming in as well as Mercer looks for the chase. Culling being used, but there's the quickness, there's the CC. A stun underneath the tower. It's only Jankos Rumble coming in as well as Heretics try and turn this one around. Now Shigenda's going to join from the top side, and they have to dodge and dip and dive away. Instead, the quickness in by Larson finds 2. Flashes away, but Ebby turns it around. Ebby, Undying Rage still available to him. He's looking for the dive, the redemption coming out, but he can just dive these towers for years. A double for Ebby and Heretics.
For Heretics. But overall, advantage gained for Koi. Shigenda, he can go back to base, get his health back if he wants to.
Yeah. He's going to try and position up towards this bush, exactly where he is. Did Larson see him? Did Larson see him? I don't think he did, and the quickness is coming in. Larson immediately charmed, and Mercer lies in wait and finds his mark. Ebby going forward, Undying Rage has been popped. The Baron secured, Ebby flashing straight onto Comp, but Comp will take him out 1-for-1 so far in the trade. Shigenda looking for more, but Heretics just trying to run for the hills, trying to get out of here, trying to get those Barons out. Redemption down, Shigenda with the stopwatch, Malrang on the front line, still healthy enough. Jankos' clone falls, but it's only his clone. Heretics still trying to do what they can. Shigenda still stepping forward. The Aqua Prism hits 1. Jankos wants to stopwatch. Ruby so low. Mercer dodging and diving and dipping away. Everyone's so low, but Trimby is the first to fall. Jack Spectre surviving. Shigenda takes him out with the shutdown. Shigenda dashes forward. Ruby down as well. 2 Barons remain for Heretics. Jankos takes him. 1 Baron left for Heretics. As Shigenda, you know, Scrim's very much over by this point usually. And, for these teams, you can see how fine is it? Like, everyone's collapsing. Everyone is on their way here. Larson already there. Jankos trying to keep the rest of Koi away, but Ebby is going to be in a 1v4 very quickly. Mercer trying to join in as well. Heretics. I mean, Ebby is going to distract the entirety of Koi, and maybe they can take out the jungler. In the meantime, the redemption is not enough. Ebby continues to distract. The stopwatch buys a little bit more time, but it's not going to be enough. 1-for-1 traded so far.
Determining factor in how this fight plays out. Larson does have the stolen Triniment ultimate. Good damage from Comp. The ultimate comes out from Trimby.
Jankos looking for the smite here. Will secure it. The chase is on. Larson has the Undying Rage. Mercer already dead. Larson onto Ruby. Shigenda there as well. Larson trying to put the damage down to Jack Spectre. He gets one, but it's only Comp. Larson with the Undying Rage, stealing it away. He survives. Shigenda low off towards the backside. Jankos looking for Trimby here as well. All of Koi battered, bruised, bleeding, but they still manage to get the kills. Trimby will fall. So will Ruby. In the end, a 4-for-3 exchange with Heretics getting the dragon, and Jankos looking for a little bit more. The TP coming in from Shigenda immediately, though. He's back to full HP, and Jankos realizes he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Cyclone use. Larson healing up with the Kingslayer as well. There's a GA on Jankos, but that Guardian Angel can only look down as Jankos is about to go to hell. Larson and Shigenda take him. The shutdown in.
Jankos, look at Jankos with this flank.
you go.
They've put a ward there to try
Comp.
and see it, but Jankos, I think, has found the angle.
Realmore going in as well. Mercer's going to be put onto the backline. The quickness, they're looking for Comp, but immediately he cleanses and gets away, and Mercer's already dead. Jankos trying to do what he can as well, but he's got no GA to save him, and he will fall. And Heretics, they made a play, but Koi just...
And they're able to get that kill onto the front line, the primary engage, and walk away with the Baron. And Jack Spectre.
How can you make a fight like that happen? Often they are just organic. They just come out of situations in the game. Heretics now on the back buff for Koi. They look for Ruby. Comp takes a chunk. GA still on its way back off cooldown for Jankos. Still a quarter of the timer on that. He is stunned up for a second. Ebby trying to get some damage down onto Malrang, but not really the squishiest target in the world, as this top lane inhibitor tower will be Koi's prize for their poking and their prodding. And alongside it, the inhibitor will fall.
Base has finally been broken.
Find a way around it. Now Malrang
I'm
doesn't
hiding.
realize that Mercer's here. Malrang goes in with Glacial Prism, but immediately he's locked up with the quickness, and he's gonna go down with the quickness too. Heretics find another kill, and once again, it's off the back of Mercer on a flank.
Oh no, Koi have lost their Ebby!
Okay, that's a cheer. Tidal Wave comes out. He's just baiting for the ultimate. Aqua Prism was too early as well. The Undying Rage. Larson dived in. Oh my goodness gracious. He pops his own Undying Rage. The stopwatch buys a second, but it's not going to buy enough. The shutdown to Jankos. And used Ebby half of his cooldown back for the Undying Rage. Ebby will use the Blast Cone. The Dragon secured. Cloud Soul. Woohoo! To get rid of that spell shield, and everything's got a little bit wacky, a little bit loopy, and that's what Jankos loves to thrive in. Ebby now coming onto the backline. Undying Rage being popped. Aqua Prism's going to hit on Jankos. It's Ruby. Steps forward. Shigenda going in. Undying Rage. Ebby held it. Ebby held it, and now he pops it. He turns onto Comp.
Why are you going in?
Well, he has to do something. He's stunned up. He's locked down. And in a series of unfortunate events, eventually Ebby dies. And going out, and the Glacial Prism hitting the Ruby, almost dead. Ruby will go down. The charm going onto Comp, and immediately cleanses it away, and now it's Jankos, Jack Spectre, and Mercer against the world. And at the moment, the world is looking mighty strong. Super minions pushing in the mid lane. Oh, not quite
How do you
yet.
think Jack
Next
Spectre
wave.
can hold this though? Like, Ebby spawns back in 10 seconds time. They're going to keep interrupting the bases
that's
so that
good.
Shigenda can't
No
TP
TP
back.
back.
But they're also keeping it one wave at a time, which should be more than enough wave clear for Jack Spectre. Just needs to... Oh, engage on
Cyclone
Jankos.
going in, Comp there, TP coming in as Jankos' clone gets taken low once again.
Here's
Ebby
Ebby.
rejoins. 3 minions left, but the Runehands will proc those. That way.
He's forced to pop the Undying Rage, and he's straight back out again. That's going to be the tower for Koi. That's going to be the third inhibitor falling.
Ebby, what
Ebby,
on
man.
earth,
I forgot the rest of the lyrics.
I tried to work with you, Eddie. Jankos going for Comp once again. Comp trying to get away. The stun, the Glacial Prism stops the quickness. Jack Spectre going in. The knock-up is beautiful. Comp into the GA. Ebby trading with Larson down towards the bottom side. Now can Comp get away? Can he somehow dodge away from this one? He can't. GA popped. Comp down. Super minions so ready.
Oh my god, the super minions are right. Larson at the
Larson
TP.
has teleport, and there's so many super minions in the base now. Ebby has gone back. Trimby and Shigenda here. Ruby doing the damage. Mercer going in. Shigenda already down. The Baron next up. Malrang could steal this.
Ruby, you got a TP. Ruby got a
Larson is
TP.
TPing in. Ebby has
the
no
tower
Undying
dies.
Rage. The tower dies. Ruby can't get there in time, and you can take the Baron. Heretics, because Koi will take the win.
Annie as well. One of the champions that is a pretty predictable playstyle, instead going Soraka. So Draven Soraka into what I'm anticipating to be the Zeri Annie lane. Zoom out, how do these comps work?
Especially when you look towards...
Understand and synergize in terms of playstyle. Alioya looking for the engage. It's Helisang that flashes, finds the stun, the follow-up from the resonating strike, and first blood to Kazi.
But not actually doing so in this case means that he doesn't really have that big Hex Flash to try and go for it, but Niski's here.
Well, and Weaver's Wall will cut off the retreat. Flash used from Comp, steps forward, and Kazi picks up the second kill. While that's happening in the top lane, Shigenda forced to flash away. Gets
Set up vision, look for picks as we start to roll over towards the second, third objectives, but if Mad Lions have already started ticking away on these dragons, getting these kills on the bot side, especially for this Zeri, it's going to be very difficult.
In time, down to 1300. Hilly and Alioya inside the pit. Trimby and Larson just over the wall is secured by Malrang, trying to pick up the eye. Whirling Death will put some damage down, and Malrang survives just...
Because Comp gets the kill as well, so gets all those extra stats. Niski now in trouble.
Oh, the Dragon's Rage stolen away! Beautifully set up and done by Larson. I'd like to say...
Just on a sliver of health, and just great Whirling Death from Comp to secure a kill for them. So now Chasey.
His next target once again. Here comes Alioya. We'll follow up with that resonating strike, and there's just too much damage, too much mobility. And another kill.
Give a little bit more pressure to Shigenda, because Shigenda's supposed to be winning this matchup, but he's not.
Well, right now, it's going to be a challenge for the Dragon, stolen away by Alioya. Here comes Niski, throwing out the threaded volleys. The damage has already landed, as Hillisang has been dropped. Alioya will step forward and take out Larson, and Comp forced to flash for his life.
Because Comp has to cover mid, look at bot side now. Karzi also gets to push that in with Alioya. They'll be able to get some good damage onto this phase.
And look at this, all out thrown down. Shigenda pulled backwards. JC finds the solo kill onto Shigenda. And that was beautiful.
The smite even down, and Hilly does end up going down. But oftentimes I find that when you're on an Annie and you're trying to play that support, it's worth giving your life for the cause. If you end up getting, which means they have the numbers advantage, even bot is pushed out as well. So you've just got all 5 members of Mad on this mid lane, and there's no way for Koi to try and survive this.
I mean, yeah, Malrang committing that ultimate to try find the pick onto Kazi means that one of the gigantic tools in the team
on the opposite side, Niski trying to wall off.
The Waver's Wall will slow down Koi. Larson's got the flash available but doesn't use it. Dragon is secured by Mad Lions and relying on those accelerated shock blasts. Shigenda landing the poke, but no one...
pick beforehand, which is why if you look at topside, Malrang is kind of saying, hey look, tier 2 tower is gone, let's see if we can find a pick on Niski, let's slow this onslaught objective. So you're always keeping your options open here as Mad, and that's why you can see where they're positioned.
Well, right now, Malrang has been stunned up, pulled backwards, 10 seconds, 2-manning the Drake. Koi are not flipping it at the Baron, they are not necessarily shoving in to that turret, and Soul is just given away, picked up, uncontested by Mad Lions.
It's good assignments.
So Koi now under threat in this middle lane. 4 members of Mad Lions stepping forward. Chasey dives onto Larson, who hops away for now. Larson re-engages, forced to flash to safety. Hillisang's over the wall, drop tippers down, but Comp catches out 1,000 gold from the passive. Chasey stunned up by the prison as well. Mallory looking for another target, as now Shock Blast raining down on the members of Mad Lions. It's a 5 versus Shigenda. He's towards the bottom lane. Trimby, Malrang, Larson staring down the Mad Lions. Teleport being channeled here from Shigenda. He's making his way forward. 3,000 HP on the Baron, and Mad Lions peeling away. Malrang's hopped over the wall. The seismic shove has been able to catch Trimby, but the Wish keeps him alive. Malrang's stuck inside the pit. Flash is available to him. Gets away from the stun. Prison buys time, but it's Mad Lions that pick up the Baron. They pick up a kill, and they're jumped on by the Mad Lions. And with Baron empowered minions, with the Soul in their back pocket, they are now looking to take down more towers, and this is getting even more dire for Koi. They simply do not have the fighting power, and at the moment, it doesn't look like the synergy yet.
Even Chasey at this stage, with how big he is, going to be impossible to deal with. And I think that's really what this comes down to. But Niski, going into the base now, wants to prove that Mad Lions can end this quickly.
Well, they managed to throw out that Weaver's Wall, open up the inhibitor. will take the bottom lane down as Chasey steps forward, Ghost available to him, and the all-out multi-man knockback, but all of a sudden, it's Chasey that's in trouble, forced to run for his life. Alio is looking for a target, and Kazi is firing from behind, staring down 4 members of Koi, looking to pick up their first win here in Spring. Nobody's dropped just yet. The teleport's coming in, saving the minions. Baron's still empowering them as the first Nexus turret has fallen. Koi have got nearly no ultimates to work with. Larson needs to have a huge impact here if he wants to save the game. Trimby is going to survive for now. Sidesteps as the turret is still standing. Shigenda looking to fire their shock blast from behind, but the minions are blocking it up.
You got 3 cannon minions here though, which are now going to deal so much damage. Oyoy goes in.
He manages to find the Dragon's Rage kick, jumps backwards, and Tibbers is not going to be able to do a lot. The Nexus turret will fall to those cannon minions as Chasey is now the next target. Mad Lions are retreating, and is Chasey going to be able to escape with his life? There's a re-engage here. Kazi still relatively untouched. Once again, zapping his way through. Larson goes golden for just a few seconds and is taken down by Alyoya. The all-out comes from Chasey. He will drop in the fray as Comp is now running for his life. Mowering Last Man Standing. The Mad Lions turn their attention to the Nexus, turn their attention to the win, and Mad Lions pick up their first win of Spring.
Mad Lions finally